Alright guys, before I start this video, I just wanted to give a quick shout out to Jolly John Show, who makes some really fun and entertaining videos, and definitely lives up to his name of Jolly John.
John, we need to get moving, okay? The dark power will not avail you! Flame of Verdun! You're not Gandalf, asshole!
Dear Diary, today I decided to see if I can beat Skyrim as a werewolf. I chose a Khajiit as my character because I wanted this character to be as hairy as possible for obvious reasons. The usual stuff happened, a dragon attacked, I ran and let Werewolf kill everyone in the Helgen Keep. After leaving, I spoke to a piece of construction equipment, took all of her stuff, and spoke to the Jarl. I then decided to join the companions because that's the only way to become a werewolf. As I mentioned in the previous video, attacking Vilkas is fine because he's not really an enemy. For the first quest that the companion leaders give you, Farkas needed me to kill a vampire, Vilkas needed me to rescue someone, and Skjord needed me to track down an escaped convict and kill him. None of this was gonna be possible because I wouldn't be able to kill them as a werewolf. Luckily, Ayla only needed me to kill a wolf, and this I knew I could do. I went over to Isolda's house expecting her to be home and kill the wolf for me. Unfortunately, this was not the case. But Skyrim is a strange game with all sorts of weirdness that happens. For example, if you talk to someone and leave the conversation midway to enter a building, that person is gonna follow you into the building. I used this to my advantage, spoke to a random guy called Sigurd, entered Isolda's house, and lo and behold, he showed up and killed the wolf for me. Farkas and I then set out to find a fragment of wood thread. I got scared of a rat and jumped onto a table where the rats couldn't get me. Farkas had some problems killing the Draugr in the last room, but luckily I used healing hands and he managed to do it with some problems. I became a werewolf, killed some Silverhand, and got a perk that I put into bestial strength. I also found out that werewolves can open doors. Inside, I killed some more Silverhand, smashed a guy into the wall, and got another perk that I put into animal vigor for extra health and stamina. I mauled the rest of them and found out that you can wait as a werewolf. This is gonna come in handy for the rest of the run. I then went to Falkreath to meet a fellow werewolf and found out that he's in jail for going berserk on a little kid. I then got a cool new ring and was asked to kill a beast. On the way, I killed a bandit who talked some crazy smack as I ended his life and got another perk that I put into gorging. I faced the beast, killed it in one swipe, and Hircine asked me to track down Sinding and kill him. I got attacked by some vampires on the way and couldn't transform, which made me feel really powerless. All of that changed though once I helped Sinding and got the curse lifted from the ring. Got another perk and put it into savage feeding. Inside Bleakfall's barrow, I found out that I could turn pillars and use levers, but cutting down some web was too much for a werewolf to handle. So I waited. I cut down Arvel with the sword and didn't hurt him, just yet. Then I mauled him pretty badly. The Draugr were not too much of a problem. I solved the puzzle as a wolf and then realized that I'd forgotten the claw and had to go back to find it. After I opened the door, the main Draugr attacked me and it was a lot of fun to ragdoll him. On the way to fight the dragon, I couldn't help but wonder if Erilith and the guards were gonna turn on me for transforming into a werewolf. The answer is yes. So I just stood back and let them do all the work, which is pretty disappointing because I really wanted to kill a dragon as a werewolf. I killed everything possible on the way up to High Hrothgar, and the troll was especially satisfying to kill. I made sure to transform back before entering High Hrothgar so that the old men didn't have a heart attack when they saw me. The usual stuff happened, so I'm not gonna bore you with it. The quest to find the fart machine was pretty easy, and some cultists attacked me when I reached Riverwood. I stayed out of it because I didn't want to anger the locals, since they clearly cannot bear the sight of my majestic beast form. I got the horn from Dolphin and gave it to the weirdos on the top of the mountain. On the way to Kynesgrove, I proved that dogs are clearly better than cats when I killed the saber cat. When Dolphin and I fought the dragon, she was more interested in attacking me and not the dragon. I avoided it for some time, but couldn't keep the beast hidden for too long. I killed the dragon and ran to escape Dolphin. She still wanted to kill me after I transformed back. Eventually she decided to calm down and talk to me, and it was all good. The Thalmor Embassy was when the fun really began. I got my revenge on the wizards for my shield bash run and got 2 perks that I put into bestial strength. I spoke to Dolphin and on the way to find Esbern, I got another perk that I put into bestial strength once again. The two of them had a long boring conversation about their glory days and we went to Skyhaven Temple. Nothing worth mentioning happened. Esbern gave his usual boring speech and I spoke to the Greybeards who told me that I wouldn't be getting any more gifts from them, which is fine since I'm not really in the habit of accepting gifts from strange old men. Old dragons on the other hand, that I can do, because Parthenax taught me how to breathe fire and told me to find the Elder Scroll. I read the scroll, learned the shout, and fought Alduin for the first time. This was really annoying because Dragonrend only put him on the ground for a tiny amount of time, and I had to wait for my transformation to end before I could use it again. I now had to convince Tullius and Ulfric to stop acting like babies and talk it out. They finally agreed, and I had to trap a dragon at Dragon's Reach. Skyrim never ceases to amaze me because the courier decided to interrupt me right before I was about to trap the dragon because he decided that this was the best time for me to get my mail. I finally trapped the dragon, and he agreed to fly me to Skuldafn. I breezed through the temple, killed the Draugr overlord, and entered Sovngarde. Sun did not really care that I was a werewolf. I'm sure Kodlak is happy to know that werewolves are more than welcome in Sovngarde. The supposed heroes refused to use Dragonrend even though I learnt it from them. Luckily, within 2 transformations, I defeated Alduin, went home, and beat Skyrim as a werewolf. As usual, if you enjoyed this video, please leave me a like and subscribe. But most importantly, leave me a comment and tell me what I can do better. With that being said, I'm gonna leave this off right here and see you guys next time.